You got a brother was a gear?
Yeah, all four of us. Well, three now. You know one of them?
I served with Anthony. He was a good soldier. My respects.
Thanks. Just good to know he died a hero's death.
Yeah, right.
What's up guys, Steve@2110 here, and I'm bringing you episode 3 of my Gears of War lore series, and today in this episode we're going to be covering everyone's favourite brothers from Gears of War, the Carmines. This particular episode is going to focus on Anthony, Benjamin and Gary, and then the next episode will be focusing on Clayton, because we know a lot more about Clayton, and he's my favourite character, so I'm going to give him a dedicated episode of his own. And what I'm going to do with this is going to be similar to the RAM lore video I did, in the sense that I'm going to be using the cutscenes as a way to sort of aid me through the lore with the cutscenes we see them in within the games. So the Carmine family, within it, military service was simply an expectation. They didn't do it for a sense of duty, honour or patriotism. Instead, they just loved setting things on fire, blowing stuff up, shoot guns, and they were the type that would never turn down a fight. The known members of the Carmines that we were first introduced to consisted of 4 brothers, the eldest being Clayton, who was followed in age by Anthony and then Ben. The 4th brother's name and age is unknown, and the Carmine family cared greatly for each other. They were pretty much the ultimate band of brothers, and this is shown perfectly in the sense of Clayton, who immortalised Anthony and Ben's death with a big right arm tattoo, basically, of their helmets with a sword through and a rest in peace banner underneath. So while the fate of the 4th brother is unknown, and most of the stuff about him is unknown, we just basically know he existed, Clayton survived the war and aided in taking down Queen Myra's Tempest during the final battle, and all 3 known Carmines served in Delta 1 during the war, and they each fought in 3 pivotal battles. So the original Anthony Carmine was fought in a light mass offensive, Benjamin was in Operation Hollow Storm, and Clayton was obviously in the final game and the final battle to win the war. And by the year 42 after E-Day, in the post-Locust War, Gary Carmine joined a village of outsiders led by Reyna Diaz, and Gary's precise relationship with the Carmines is unknown. However, there is a fan theory out there that says that he's Clayton's son because he has Clayton's mask tattooed on his right arm and has Grub Killer written across the backpack he chooses to wear. So Anthony Carmine. Anthony was the youngest, well, the brother of Ben and Clayton, and was the second oldest, and was a soldier in the COG and died 14 years after E-Day during the light mass offensive. As a child, Anthony had had nightmares about locust immersion holes in the aftermath of Emergence Day and the beginning of the Locust War. He would later join the COG along with his 3 brothers. After graduating from the military academy, Anthony was voted most likely to get shot. And he fought with Delta Squad all the way to the House of Sovereigns, and once they were at the House of Sovereigns and they'd cleared it of Locust, Kim asked everyone for a status report.
You good?
Yeah, but I got a problem. Something's wrong with this thing. It keeps jamming. See?
Sniper! Take position!
Within the Carmine family itself, Anthony's sacrifice brought a great honour. His brother Clayton immortalised him with a tattoo on his arm, along with Benjamin, and furthermore, Clayton has the words "keep your head down" and "practice reloading" written across his armour, both of which contributed to Anthony's death. And within Gears of War 2, during Operation Hollow Storm, Anthony's brother Ben, who was also assigned to Delta, was enthusiastic as Anthony was, and he had trouble reloading similar to Anthony, and Ben and Dom had many conversations about the Carmine family and about Anthony in general, and there was a moment within the campaign where they're following a lift, I think it is, a lift shaft through, and it's firing dust at them, and Ben starts gloating basically about the air filter in the COG issued helmet, and Dom gets pissed off, and Dom remarks that he can see snipers better on the battlefield without the helmet, which is a reference to Anthony, who had been killed by a sniper, and Ben replies by saying "what?", at which point Marcus tells Dom to cool it, as in the Carmine family Anthony's sacrifice brought great honour, and they believed that he died a hero's death, which was the way that Ben described they'd known about Anthony's death and sacrifice. So that moves us nicely on to Ben Carmine. Private Benjamin Carmine, or Rook by his squad mates and Squirt by his brothers, was a gear soldier who joined Delta after finishing the academy, which had been Anthony's former squad. After completing training, he was further trained by Marcus and Dom on the battlefield, and he fought in the opening stages of Operation Hollow Storm until his tragic death inside a riftworm. He took part in the Operation Hollow Storm alongside Delta Squad from the Rig assault on Landown all the way through to the Battle of Alima Sinkhole, and covered Delta as they waited for a King Raven chopper to evac them out.
We need out of here now! Go, go, go! Where's Carmine?
I got your back, Sarge!
Get your ass in here, now!
Rookie, this ain't the big game yet! Send your ass for the payoffs!
We're in!
I'm okay, Sarge. I can't believe we made it.
Carmine!
Ben Carmine did survive his fall, but he was attacked by a nemesis, which overwhelmed him and knocked him onto the ground, and they began to drag him across acidic spikes on the stomach of the riftworm and badly wounded him as he tried to fight them off.
It's Carmine!
Get off me! Get the hell off me! Sarge,
Carmine.
I hurt, Sarge. I tell my brothers and my mom. Tell them I love them and
Marcus recovered his cog tags and a letter that he'd written to his brother Clayton to deliver both to the Carmine family. Delta was forced to abandon Ben's body as a debris wall inside the riftworm began to close in on them. And I'm going to put Ben Carmine's letter to Clayton on the screen, and I'm also going to read it for you as well. And his letter reads, I hope you're all doing well out there, Clay. Not sure where you are, but I trust the cog will get this letter to you safely. I know you'll be excited for me, but it'd be great to hear from you before I ship out. I just wish Anthony was still here, bro. I really miss him. I take comfort in knowing he died a hero, but still I miss him, as I'm sure you do too. Well, you know I'm not that good at letters, so I'll keep this short. Hope you're doing well, big bro, and you know that I'll be doing my very best to serve our country and make you and our family proud. Your little brother, aka the Squirt, Ben. So that was how we first knew about the third Carmine brother, Clayton, who obviously appeared in Gears of War 3. And Ben is the youngest of the Carmine brothers, and the next one obviously I'm going to cover is Gary Carmine. Now unfortunately we don't know much about Gary. He's just sort of introduced to us at the very early start of the game, so I'll just read what we actually know about Gary. So Gary joined a group of outsiders led by Raina in 42 years after Emergence Day. Oscar, Raina's brother-in-law, taught Gary everything he knew about combat. Gary was manning a Troika heavy machine gun on the main wall when JD, Kate, Del and Oscar acquired a fabricator from Settlement 5 and brought it back to the village. First Minister Jin sent her personal shepherd, accompanied by a Kestrel, to talk with Raina because of the raid on the settlement. After Jin and Raina's negotiations went sour, Raina ordered Gary to destroy the Kestrel before it could do any damage to the village. However, in preparation for Jin's DB assault on the village, Gary met with Oscar and another female outsider just outside the main building of the village. Oscar complimented Gary on his shooting skills, bragging that he taught him everything that he knows. They were then joined by Rayner, who ordered Gary to go back and man the turret again on the exterior wall. Once the Cog's forces started to arrive, he destroyed the first Condor that came in. However, a second Condor flew overhead, dropping DB drop pods directly onto the wall, which hit and killed him.
Reyna, the wall guns are ready.
Carmine, get back up there! How's our... Go!
Hey! Carmine took it out! Indicate I'm an excellent teacher. I taught him everything he knows. Oh shit! Carmine!
So that is all we know about Gary Carmine, and that wraps up this video on Anthony, Benjamin and Gary. So like I said, the next episode will be Clayton. I'm not leaving Clayton out, I'm just giving him his own video. So if you do like this lore series and you want to see it continue, and you like the method I'm doing with like the cutscenes as well, please do let me know by leaving a like, either commenting and subscribing, and if you know other Gears fans who are interested in the lore, please share this video with them. So thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and as always, I will see you next time.